Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.
Do you know what it means to be a motherless daughter? Did you know you can have mother loss without mother death? Mother loss comes in many forms, and Motherless Daughters Ministry is here to help you navigate through your particular mother loss. While you are unique, you are definitely not alone. We have 20 years worth of pearls of wisdom to help you on your mother loss journey, and we are sharing all of these pearls with you through this very podcast, Nurturing Words, Voices of Experience, sponsored lovingly by Motherless Daughters Ministry.
Hello, I'm Gladys Bell, your host. On this podcast, we will begin to prepare for the holiday season. Society starts early, advertising encouragements to spend money, time, and effort on food, gifts, and embellishments on your home for great family gatherings. For some, these events are anticipated all year long. For others, they are a source of anxiety, stress, and dread. Today, Christine Fishel, one of our talented blog writers, gives a candid summary of why it can be so difficult to go home for the holidays. When you think about celebrating the holidays with your extended family, what emotions come to mind? I hope you are filled with joyful anticipation, but I know there are many who dread these events. The mention of Thanksgiving can send some into a panic as they remember past holidays in which a small space was overfilled with aging parents, adult siblings, and spouses, and a gaggle of grandchildren running amok. But it's not the number of people in the room that brings anxiety. It is what remains unspoken, what has been unresolved, and what happens between the moments when the photos are taken. Anger, resentment, loneliness while in a crowd. These are what make holiday gatherings painful for so many. Adding to this the taunting of our emotions by Hallmark's beautiful images of the family we've always yearned to be a part of. No matter that the families depicted on television are fantasy or, at best, show the greatest moments, highlights of a well-adjusted family who practices the art of grace daily. Most people cry when they see these commercials, and I believe many are crying tears of sorrow. This most beautiful time of year can become something quite unbeautiful as we struggle to keep it all in, project our best selves, and wait for it to be over so we can go back to our own homes, our own routines, our own lives. But I believe God wants more for us. What if He wants to fulfill His promise for a life of hope, joy, connectedness, boldness, and the many other gifts He has promised us? What if He wants us to change things, not just for ourselves, but for our children, our grandchildren, and every generation beyond? Secrets of Your Family Tree, written by a team of Christian counselors, including Dr. John Townsend and Dr. Henry Cloud of the Boundaries series of books, offers amazing insight into the inner workings and motivations of the family system in which we grew up. This is the place we all learned how to be a family, and that learning has impacted us, positively or negatively, as we've gone on to create our own families. The authors list the almost universal rules that govern the dysfunctional family. Don't talk, don't trust, don't feel. They explain how some families operate to protect the family unit's supposed image while completely missing the child's natural purpose of learning to become an adult. As grown-ups, these same children may have distortions of God, distortions of themselves, and distortions of others. They may believe God doesn't like our questions and hates our failures. They may feel not good enough, or they may believe they are better than those around them. They may believe others despise them if they disagree, and they may become people pleasers or people avoiders. Imagine a handful of these same people gathering around one table for a Thanksgiving meal. Those who have worked through many of these problems in our individual lives can still be miserable when we find ourselves in an enclosed space for a number of hours or even days with our family of origin. We may feel that we no longer fit. We probably do not share the same parenting style. We probably do not share the same communication style. We may not be able to talk openly about how we've changed. Going home is like going back to the past, and it is more painful to exist in this place the second time through. Secrets of Your Family Tree is not an easy book to process because it will shine a light on what has been hidden. But we were meant for more than just making it through our lives. With its prompting reflection questions, this book offers us a chance to seek understanding of our families and ourselves, and more importantly, of the person God sees when He looks at us. It offers us a chance to stop the dysfunction that has likely been passed down the branches of our family tree for multiple generations. It's a chance for redemption, a chance for forgiveness, a chance for a fresh start, not just for us, but for all generations who follow us. We're going to take a short break to tell you about an opportunity, and then we'll come right back to the podcast.
Mother loss is a lifelong grief journey. The scars go deep and the pain is relentless. It affects every aspect of a woman's being, regardless of age of loss or how the loss occurred. The hole is deep and filled with many emotions. You are invited to our online support community with the Motherless Daughters Ministry online support groups, focusing on the journey and the difficult obstacles that get in the way of healing. To learn more about our weekly support group offerings, visit us online at motherlessdaughtersministry.com. As an addition, Christine shared the following review of a movie that dramatizes an exaggeration of holiday family drama. It reads as follows. When you go home, do you look around and go, "Who are these people? Where did I even come from?" I have a feeling Holly Hunter's character in the 1995 movie Home for the Holidays is not alone in this sentiment. I was drawn to this movie when it came out, and once I saw it, I watched it again and again. Holly Hunter plays Claudia Larson, a 30-something, recently fired, single mom who is flying home to visit her family for Thanksgiving. When she arrives in her hometown, the rest of the family are introduced. Her over-mothering mom, who tries to ensure everyone gets along while chain-smoking to handle the stress of this task. Her father, who says whatever is on his mind and videotapes the family drama for future generations to enjoy. Her perfectionist sister, who strives to create the beautiful family holiday we've all dreamed of. And her practical joking brother, who doesn't know when a joke is no longer funny and surprises his family by bringing home his new boyfriend. Chaos, of course,
feels the movie as these varying personalities are thrust together to celebrate the American holiday. They can't seem to do so without continuous disagreements, hurt feelings, and even brawls on the front yard. Claudia tells her mom, quote, "It'll be okay if we just stuff ourselves until we can't even think anymore," unquote. While the movie is a comedy, it's a drama as well. If you've ever experienced any family holiday drama, some of these scenes will hit close to home. You will find yourself laughing, crying, or doing both. There's a great review of the film written by Roger Ebert, which you can find at www.rogerebert.com/reviews/home-for-the-holidays-1995. I've wondered why I have been so drawn to this movie since I first saw it in the mid-90s. The Larson family is a mess, but I think there is comfort in seeing that we are not alone in our dysfunction. Sometimes the happy ending family movies shown during the holiday season only make us feel like we are alone in our own family drama. Watching another family act out on their misunderstandings, old resentments, and hidden agendas helps us see that what we experience with our families is not so unlike what other families experience. Most, in fact, are probably not quite as messed up as the Larson family. And for that reason, watching this movie is a gift, not just for us, but for our extended family as well. Now, before we go, here are a few reflections on our topic. The film industry's use of comedy serves as a coping mechanism to diffuse dangerously stressful feelings and emotions. Comedy has proven to be valuable in navigating the journey through many of life's difficulties. Its effect is temporary and is not a remedy for the root cause of a complex mixture of emotions. Caution must be exercised against overuse of comedic relief, which can lead to a false appearance of well-being. On the positive side, humor provides a respite from traumatizing circumstances and can foster the ability to reframe the situation and possibly encourage creative ideas to help develop resilience. Even the Bible speaks of humor and levity. Proverbs 17:22 states, quote, "A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones," unquote. Other versions of the Bible use the terms merry, joyful, and happy. While the movie Home for the Holidays gives an exaggerated view of family dysfunction out of control, it generates laughter which yields many benefits. According to the Mayo Clinic, in the short term, laughter can, quote, "enhance your intake of oxygen-rich air, stimulate your heart, lungs, and muscles, and increase the endorphins that are released by your brain," unquote. And in the long term, it can improve your mood, immune system, and strengthen social connections. So as Christine mentioned, the movie confirms that you are not alone, and it serves as a gift for the entire family. Approaching the holidays prepared with optional responses to known triggers can help make it more tolerable and maybe even enjoyable. Here are a few tips to start your personal toolkit. Number 1, be aware of and expect to be triggered. Number 2, make a mental note of several strategies that are effective for you to handle anger. As an adult, You have more control over life events than you did as a child. You have acquired more tools to handle challenging situations. Number 3, plan ahead. Set boundaries and expectations. Limit your exposure to conflict. For instance, take a walk or find a comfortable place to decompress and regroup. These are just a few suggestions. Make your own personal list of what works for you, and join us on the next podcast when we discuss creating new traditions. Remember, you are not alone.
Thank you for joining us on today's podcast. If you are in need of more nurturing words and voices of experience, we encourage you to listen to our other episodes, hit subscribe, and come check out our Motherless Daughter resources on our website at motherlessdaughtersministry.com. You can also find us on our YouTube channel and in our Facebook community, Motherless Daughters Ministry. We hope you'll come visit us, and we look forward to you joining us again next time. Until then, stay well.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.